Hi, you guys. So, welcome to the final after show for my Golden Blood, episode 12. It's over, you guys. It's over. Oh, before I get into the episode, perfect. I again want to say thank you everyone who's watched this along with me. It made the entire experience so much better knowing that I was watching with you and then being able to have these little videos afterwards talking about the episode. It's funny how even though we're not together, it still feels like this huge shared experience, and I cannot wait for the next show that we're going to do together. I'm not exactly sure which one it's going to be yet. So if you have any suggestions of what airing shows or what are coming up that we should definitely be watching together at the same time, tell me. Because it's a very unique experience that I absolutely love. All right, so this episode, where do we even start? I am nervous to go and start editing it because I have a feeling I shrieked a lot and I cried a lot and I freaked out a lot. Yes, so we'll see how that turns out. If you haven't watched it, please feel free to go and watch my reaction to episode 12 of my Golden Blood. It is here on my YouTube channel. All right, so maybe let's just start at the beginning. Wow. So obviously Tara had taken Tong back to her house, and it was like eerily set up like a wedding, which was, I didn't like that. But it was very beautiful, and she was very beautiful, and she was so evil, and it's just amazing how evil she is. And they had literally attached Mark and Nekan to a tree. She didn't kill them, which I do find funny. Like, there are some things, like, I think because when I'm in it, I am paying attention, but I'm not paying attention, and I know there's some things that I don't quite understand, like the killing of vampires, like, and how to kill vampires, because, like, I'm not exactly sure about how that lore works in this vampire universe. Tara wants the blood, so she has power over all of the vampires, and she can kill them, right? But then also, I think you can kill them if you stab them in the heart. And then that makes me think of all of the vampires that they've been fighting. Like, they're all alive still, but very badly injured. I don't know. But you know what? It's not that important. But yeah, that's something I think about. So she's basically going to drink all his blood so she can be the ultimate powerful being. And she was super, super evil that whole time. And I just love how Tong didn't give up. He didn't give up. He was literally going to just take his own life just to prevent her from getting his blood. And then, as we saw when Mark and Auntie and Nekan come to try and save and get rid of Tara and save Tong, even to the end, Tong is willing and wanting and does sacrifice himself for Mark, for people, for the future, just to get rid of Tara. And that the scene with Mark and Tong in what literally looks like a wedding chapel was so good and so emotional and so powerful and effing heartbreaking that I don't know if I'll be able to get over it. That was so insane to me. Everything about it was too much. It was too much for me. I was a mess. Even just thinking about it, I'm a mess. It was probably one of the best scenes I've ever seen. I'm just going to say that. And when, oh God, I don't even think I can talk about it. I'm feeling like I'm going to start burst into tears. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about when Mark actually like bit into oh my god, you guys, like you watched it obviously. One, couldn't believe it. Two, I felt like I was dying. I'm dramatic, okay? I'm dramatic. I know I'm dramatic. But that was so amazing. Like, that whole scene, will probably go down in one of the most, like, impactful, amazing, beautiful, emotional, heartbreaking scenes that I've seen in any show, to be honest. It was so damn good. And they are so damn good. I don't want to talk about it anymore because it makes me sad. But I do want to bring up, which, okay, freaking Nekan, like, I should hate him with everything in me because of what he did to Tonkla, but really when I think about it, I don't think he actually intended to kill Tonkla, but he still did, and I'm still mad at him, but, like, why in this episode, oh my god, sorry, when Mark kills Tara and Nekan at the same time, but because, like, sorry, Nekan wanted him to, like, he wanted to be released from this immortal life, where, because he wasn't with the person that he loved, oh, what's happening? I should not be crying for him. I should not be crying for him because he killed Tonka, but I am crying for him, you guys. That's what this show has done to me. I'm crying for Nekan because when he said that and when he died, what? I think our theories were true that he was in love with that other golden blood boy from the past that Tara killed. And he's like, I think he even said, he's like, you took that from me. Oh my god, what is happening? Please tell me you guys cried for him too, because I'm feeling really funny right now that I'm actually still crying about this. But that was like, I don't know, because I think, okay, because like in that moment, Mark was completely alone again, because like, regardless of like, Nekan's the enemy or whatever, however we're feeling, when she was like, if you kill me, you'll have no one left. Like, even if he had killed her, he would have at least had Nekan, right? And hopefully Auntie. Like, I don't think she died. I don't even know. But he would have, but he killed, like, he killed them both, and then they both died, and Tog is dead, and everybody around him is dead, and he's just standing there in this immortal life alone for, like, thank God, not that long. And I'm going to say this. I know there's a lot of naysayers out there who always complain about endings, and, oh, it's, okay, this is funny to say, oh, it's, like, unrealistic. Of course it's unrealistic. They're vampires. Let's start with that. This is a fantasy. But it made sense, okay? The fact that because, think about it. So Tara, with her special power, the ability to, like, have visions and see the future, is oh my god. Amplified? Sorry, I think I just, like, had a moment. Amplified by the golden blood. Mark's healing powers is going to be amplified by the golden blood. So I feel like it makes sense that he can rouse Tong back. Because I don't know if Tong was necessarily dead. You know what I mean? At that point, I don't think he raised him from the dead. Like, I think he was just in whatever state of dying, comatose, whatever. Like, but it makes sense. It makes sense that he could revive him in that way with his power being so amplified, especially like just after drinking all that golden blood. So it made sense. And okay, was anyone else super excited to see their lore of how a vampire is created? I love that. I would love that he made him a vampire. So I think when someone had asked me, like, what are the two like the outcome. The only outcomes that I can accept would have been, one, Mark becoming human and them living their life together, or two, Tong becoming a vampire and them living their life together. That was it. That was the only thing that could happen. And thank you, GMMTV and the writers and the directors and the producers and the actors and everybody, for not giving us a devastating ending where Tong's dead and this person's dead and Mark's just alone. Like, that would have been horrible. This made sense. It made sense for the theme. It made sense for the lore. It made sense for their powers. It made sense. So if anybody has anything bad to say, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear them complaining. This was exactly what needed to happen. Exactly. And I absolutely love that it gave us an afterwards. Like, an after what their world is looking like now, because I feel like it gave us that kind of like that closure to see what's happening and that they are trying to make things better. Like, I love that Mark and Tong are trying to give these vampires a life worth living eternally, and that they're looking after future Golden Bloods so that this doesn't happen again, because that was the one thing I was like, there's going to continually be Golden Bloods. But I think with Mark and Tong being the ones in charge, they can protect them. Oh, God, you guys, that was so effing good. That was so good. It was so good. I am so happy with how this turned out. I am like, this has now gone into my top favorite shows. Like, I am so happy. I am so freaking happy. I would love to know, like, what you guys thought about this, because, God, I'm feeling good. I am happy with this ending. I don't know what else to say. I'm sure I could think of a lot of other things to say about this episode and this whole series in general, but, like, honestly, from the moment it started in episode 1, it drew me in with the nostalgia of the vampire genre and how it was filmed, and, like, just everything drew me in, and the mystery, but literally just their chemistry, the storyline, just everything about it kept me there. And I think it was beautifully done. I give, like, all props to everyone who created the show, who had a part in it, because I loved it. I loved it. And I'm so sad it's over. I'm so sad it's over, but it's okay. It's okay. We can watch it again and catch all the things that we missed the first time. I could probably keep going and going and going, but I'm going to kind of cap it off, because I think I covered the most, kind of those key moments. But yeah, it was freaking good. Well done. And thank you for watching with me. I love you guys, and thank you for crying along with me, because I've gotten many comments saying that they're crying too, which makes me feel like not the biggest moron. I will see you guys at the next show that we do together. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but please comment below what show we should do next, like kind of what's coming up or what's airing now. I love the camaraderie and the experience of watching with you as it's airing. Yeah. Thank you guys.